YouTube, welcome. My name's Ray, Smoking in the Woodshed. So today, as I mentioned in my post earlier, I'm going to be selling some of my collection because I just, I've smoked these pipes, but I have no need for so many pipes, to be perfectly frank about it. And quite honestly, it's all they're doing is sitting around, and I've kind of found my go-to faves and one specialty pipe that I'm keeping just because of I dig it. So that being said, starting to work today and finished up this guy, so I'm letting him dry out. Here, I'll show him to you. That's my little go-away bear. He's kind of cute. And I figured, because it's, hang on, sorry. Got all jumbled up there a little bit. So I figured, since I've lost sight in my my right eye, I got to a point to where, for the past year, I haven't done any carvings, and it's been very disheartening. And anyways, to make a long story short, I decided to try my hand at it day before yesterday, finished him up yesterday, and working on another one there, and maybe I may show him to you when I do another episode. I'm trying to focus on carving bears. That's what I love. It's my passion, and it's so far I haven't cut anything off. So I was actually thinking, should I carve patches on each bear's eye? Bear will be a pirate bear of some sort or whatever, So, anyways. Smoking the old kick around, my HIS, grand, just a good old pipe, got some Prince Albert in a can. Like I said, I'm just burrowing it up, so. And boy, oh boy, I do like Prince Albert in a can. So, and I got Mr. Microphone on, so I'm hoping y'all can hear me good. If my voice drops off or something like that, probably because I'm talking lower, I don't know. So, that being said, reason why I brought you here today is because I wanted to post up some of the pipes that, I'm looking to get rid of. So, and I will put the links in the description below on how to pay. And when you send me a comment, I'll provide you with my email address, and you just tell me what pipe you want. Again, that'll be in the description below too. I'm selling these super cheap, folks. So please, let's not try to kick tires. I ain't digging it. So, I paid some of these. I paid good money on. Some of these I paid decent money on. And for a working man, let's put it that way, or for a fellow that likes to carve. So, wearing my daughter's shirt today that she made for me. So, sorry, there it is. Let's begin. I'm going to put the old pipe up here. It smoked itself out anyway, so I'm going to sit him over here, and we'll start rolling. I'm going to start out with literally the least expensive pipes that I bought, and you can just tell me. I'll show them up to you in my hand, This is a Dr. Greybo. Um, it's the spade. I picked this up. Picked this up at a little thrift store, you know. So I mean, it ain't worth much, you know. But I've smoked it a couple of times. I like it. It does have. I did put the little rubber bit on it, you know. It's pipe. It's, you know, it's pretty nice. So I don't know. Make me an offer on it. Everything that you decide that you want, it'll be plus shipping. I'm gonna say for the weight of these pipes, what, $5 to $10 would be probably the shipping cost. It's not going to be that hateful. I'm not trying to make money on shipping. I could care less. Whatever it costs, it costs. So that being said, Dr. Greybo, and I'm hoping it's a small pipe. It's not a big pipe, you know, but I don't think the Greybos were that big to begin with. So, but I like the wood. I like the way it looks. Pretty little pipe. So anyways, there's that one. So next one, we're going to jump straight to an olive wood. This is a little Dapper, or Dapper pipe, poker. Actually, a really nice little smoker, this one. It's got the burl. It is a Meerschaum lined pipe. Everything I'm showing you folks, yes, I've smoked. So if you're looking for brand new, sorry. There it is. So pretty little pipe. And a good little smoker. I like the olive wood. I like the look of it. So there's that one. So the next one that I'm going to show you is a Savinelli. And I think it's a Savinelli of the 5 series. I bought this one. It's the alligator issue, or alligator design. It's just a beautiful pipe, quite frankly. Again, Savinelli. I think it's the 5 series, if I'm not mistaken. And good little smoker. 9mm. You can do balsa or pipe filter. I like it. I liked it for that because you could smoke a lot of the, you know, a lot of the tinier grain tobaccos, put a filter in, you didn't have to get that. And it also does help with, you know, a possibility of tongue bite. So, Savinelli, it's a brown alligator. Pretty little pipe. So, now, this one is another Savinelli. And let's see here. This one is a 504KS. This is the Nieman Marcus edition. Let me see here. It's the Milano Deluxe Savinelli 504KS Nieman Marcus edition. So it's special. Capri sitter, I think they call it, if I'm not mistaken. But there's what it is. If you can see that. There she is. It's, you know, and if you have a more concerted interest and you want more pictures, more details, you know, I can certainly send those to you as well, too. So, again, Savinelli Capri. I think a Capri. Or a Milano Deluxe. It's Deluxe Milano. So this one here, kind of hate to get rid of, but all it's doing is sitting around. And I've smoked it, gosh, 4 times. And it's a great little smoker. It's made by Peterson. I'm sure you saw it on my Halloween spooktacular. It is Dracula. And I think, let me see here, what series is this? An 03 series, Dracula by Peterson. This one's got the sterling silver band. Barely. I think I've smoked this thing 4 times. I mean, barely been smoked. It's a good little smoker. It is a really good little smoker. So, again, Dracula. So that does it for the briars. So the next 2 that I have, which this son of a gun is a monster. It's a Meerschaum. I have smoked it. I bought it from Royal Meerschaum. It's big. And when I say big, it's big. Ooh, it's a big bowl. It's a big old smoker. Meerschaum. 100%. Started to get some color on it from me smoking it. As you can see on the stem and around the bowl. If you're looking for, and that's the best way I can describe it, if you want to smoke for an hour plus, this will do the job. It comes in a nice case, of course, all lined, silk lined case. Again, Royal Meerschaum product. As you can see, it closes up really nice. That's the case. Got a nice little brass clasp. Blah, blah, blah. So, there it is. There's that one. The creme de la creme, in my mind. And I picked this up from a local vendor, and I've smoked it twice. Once on the show, and then once not on the show. So it's just an absolute gorgeous pipe. It is. I honestly don't know the manufacturer. Okay, but it is just for a Meerschaum, and I think they would call that a sitter too. Let me just show you the detail on this thing. I don't know if it's like an Aztec goddess, but my local vendor had it, and it was like she was just like, Ray, I don't know. It's got a really deep bowl. That much. The bowl, as you can tell, just goes from here down, and you can see just like a few lights, and that's been it. The case is beautiful. It is it's just absolutely gorgeous case that it sits in. Again, it fits in there just like a little glove, which of course I'm sure it should. Brass clasp as well. It's and what I will do, I'm gonna put everything's gonna be in bubble wrap to protect the pipes. I will put them in boxes. I'm a box stasher, saver, whatever you want to call it. and ship them out within 24 hours. Now, I will say this: Memorial Day weekend is right now. Starts today. Today's Friday, so Monday. I don't know if people are jumping on this stuff. If y'all want to jump on it and buy it and what have you. I've got to finish a bear, and I'd like to get that done today. Tomorrow, if the post office is open, I will take them down, and I will send out whoever purchases the pipes. The best way I can put it, folks, is it isn't that I don't like the pipes. I'm not, how can I put it gently? I live in a trailer. I really don't have the room. My wife's like, if you're not going to smoke them, why? Which is true. If I'm not going to utilize them, why keep them? My kids don't smoke. None of them. And I like this pipe. I like my Savinelli, the other alligator I have, the blue one, which you guys have seen dozens of times or a few times on the show. An HIS billard, which is a decent pipe, but I very seldomly use it, but I'm going to keep it because it's a good kick around pipe. I'm out here working in the woodshed. I'm carving stuff. When I smoke, I'm going to be smoking out here in the woodshed, hence the name of the show. Pipes like these, I don't want to damage. I just don't. Like I said, I got my Eric Nording. Excuse me, Eric Nording. Sorry, Eric, if you're listening. I doubt it. That's my show pipe. That'll be my pipe when my wife and I go out to fairs or the rodeo or whatever, and I want to sit outside and have a smoke. Then that's my go-to. And I have a cob that I customize that I'm particularly fond of, and I utilize that as well. So, and nobody's interested in cobs. A cob's a cob's a cob. So, that being said, Venmo, Cash App are my two forms of payment that I can accept through, or that I will accept through. It's once I receive payment, I'll go down to the local post office here in town, wrap them up real nice, put them in a box, boom, off they come to you. So, and excluding Sunday and Monday, of course, because I know the post office is closed. If they're open tomorrow, I'll ship them out tomorrow. So, that being said, look forward to hearing from you. And again, I'll put all the links, my email address and how to pay, and then just send me an email, and I will, with your address, your name, all the pertinent information, so that you get your pipe. So, and again, I'm going to specify, folks, these are used pipes. They are not new. They've been smoked by me. Okay, so that's not saying much, but nonetheless, the bowls will be cleaned out. And when I say cleaned out, I'm talking about, any caking and whatnot. Well, I'll sand that out. I've got little, 1500 grit sandpaper. I'll just put in there and clean them out and whatnot. I'm not a pipe refinisher. They will not be refinished. They're used pipes. If you want them to be refinished completely, fully clean, you can do it yourself. There's tons of YouTube videos about it, or you can send them. I promote Rich at Briarville. Okay, that Savinelli that I bought. I bought that used, and I sent it out to him, and he cleaned it, restored it, made it like brand new. So the alligator, Savinelli, the 5 Series alligator. The other ones are new purchases. Other than the capri I did pick up on eBay. So that being said, if you have an interest, let me know. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Memorial Day to everybody. See you now. Bye-bye.